Hey guys, ever since I finished the Hellhound, I've been asked by several people on, how do you get your integrations so clean? How do you get those lines cut so well? And it's kind of hard to explain in a text or, in writing alone. So I figured I'd take this opportunity on my current project before I glue it together to kind of show you what's going on. And obviously what we have is a horribly painted Rapid Strike that I got on Craigslist, so don't judge me, with a Raven and of course a Baron, which I've done some initial bonding to, but I haven't touched the Raven yet, so let's kind of see what's going on. The Rapid Strike, of course, has been kind of gutted all the way in there as far as I needed to in order to fit the Raven parts in there, because I want to have a good overlapping joint, and a lot of integrations I've seen is just a cut and a cut, just kind of butted together, but a good lap joint adds a lot more structure to the build and makes it stronger, and it makes it a lot easier to blend together. So what we have here, essentially, is not a whole lot of gap, and that's just, I did the rough cuts just to get the majority of the Raven cut off with a bandsaw, and the majority of it is cut with a file, hobby knife, things like that, in order to get these really tight tolerances. Because once I get the DevCon on there and get it bonded, there's not a whole lot of other body work to do. I usually don't use epoxy putty of any kind, except for in extreme cases. But I've done one of these before, kind of the same way, and of course you've seen, I believe the first Rapid Strike Raven integration I ever saw was Rob at Southern Brisbane Nerf Club built the Trudgeon initially, and I saw a picture of it and I said, dang it, I need to have one of those, so I built my own. And doing the same cuts as I have here, you can tell there's not much evidence that there's any work done, which of course is kind of the goal when you're building an integration like that. And okay, there's some bad spots in the light there, but that's the importance of making your initial cuts as close as possible, because then there's not as much room to have to make up with putty and then running the risk of having, wavy lines or whatever with that. So anyway, that's just kind of a brief look, I guess, at kind of what I have going on and how I do things. If you have any other questions on, how I do things, why I do things, make a comment or whatever, but stay tuned and kind of see how this turns out as I go along. Thanks.